Good morning, Purbalingga. Good morning, viewers. Now you're watching the new channel for the next 5 minutes. I am Naida Adriana Afah, bringing you today's news about Indonesia and criminal code. Indonesia has officially introduced a new criminal code, marking a major change in the country's legal system. This new law replaced criminal laws that were used for more than 100 years, many of which came from the Dutch colonial era. The new criminal code, also known as KUHP, was enacted under Law No. 1 of 2023. At the same time, Indonesia has also implemented a new criminal procedure code, or KUHAP, under Law No. 20 of 2025. Both laws officially came into effect on Friday. The government says the change is a historic moment for Indonesia, as it ends the use of colonial-era laws and begins a new chapter in national law enforcement. The Minister of Legal Affairs and Human Rights, Yusril Iza Mahendra, described this step as an important turning point for the country. Speaking in Jakarta, he said Indonesia is now entering an era of law enforcement that is more modern, fair, and human. And according to the minister, the new criminal code changed the way justice is carried out. In the past, punishment focused mainly on giving penalties to offenders. Now, the new system focuses on restorative justice. Restorative justice means the law doesn't only punish criminals, but also try to restore the harm caused by crime. This includes helping victims, improving communities, and guiding offenders to become better members of society. Under the new law, judges are given more options in sentencing. Instead of prison sentence alone, courts may choose alternative punishments, such as community service, rehabilitation programs, or mediations between victims and offenders. The government believes this alternative can create fairer outcomes and reduce repeated crime. They are also expected to help solve the long-standing problems of overcrowded prisons in Indonesia. The new criminal code also places strong attention on drug-related cases. Drug users will be encouraged to undergo medical and social rehabilitations rather than being sent directly to prison. This approach aims to help users recover and return safely to society. Another important feature of the new law is the inclusion of legal values and customary norms. Indonesia is a diverse country, and the government wants the legal system to reflect the culture and traditions of its people. Some rules related to private behavior are written carefully to avoid excessive government interference. The goal is to protect individual freedom while still maintaining public order. Minister Yusril stated that the new criminal code seeks to balance freedom of expression with public interest. He also emphasized that punishment should always be given in a fair and proportional manner. To support the implementation of the new law, the government has prepared a number of supporting regulations. This includes government regulations, presidential regulations, and other legal guidelines to help law enforcement officers carry out their duties. It is also important to note that the new criminal code will not operate retroactively. This means that cases that began before January 2nd, 2026 will continue to be processed using the old legal system. The government has stressed that this change is only the beginning. Minister Yusril said that the implementation of the new law will continue to be reviewed and improved. Public input and suggestions from civil society are welcome. He added that Indonesia's goal is to build a criminal justice system that is fair, humane, and independent, while still respecting national values and human rights. Ladies and gentlemen, the introduction of the new criminal code marks a significant step forward for Indonesia. It reflects the country's commitment to justice reform and a better legal future for its citizens. That concludes today's news update. Thank you for your attention. I am Nadia Jana Arfah, delivering to justice. Good morning and have a nice day.